frustrated. We went in there and grabbed a coffee into the player area, and Grim and hallzerk didn't leave their seats. They were both there deathmatching and warming up and just playing and making sure they were going to come into this one ready to go. I think that was a massive issue for Complexity, at least that they feel, between the maps.
Yeah, and MOUZ obviously was outside chatting and going over things.
Laughing and high-fiving and telling
they won, but it's not like they had anything to... I mean, yes, they won the map. You have something to celebrate, but it wasn't like they had a lot to be proud of on their T side either, so...
It's a bit sketchy, indeed.
Frozen with the opener, so first kill again to Frozen. Remember, it was part of the full house pistol round in the first half. It's JDC and xertioN, so pistol for T side going much better, as we did not see a T-sided pistol at all on overpass. That could change immediately. Dexter's going to try and sneak up middle and flank the last two remaining players that are back at the lane.
A little bit of damage onto xertioN, nothing to clean it up, and Dexter's on this flank, so yeah, this is likely going to slip away. At least there's a kit on top of the bomb, so if the deathmatching really paid off in between maps, if they get some insane headshots, it would have to be quick, but they get nothing. Just the one kill on Grim, and it's 1-0 for MOUZ.
Yes, indeed, and a chance to take this series. I mean, it goes for everyone that wins the first map, isn't it? It's one of those madnisms, but a chance to go 2-0 in this series, Jason. But no, significant, because tiebreakers have certainly been a thing so far in Pro League. You go to Navi's group, obviously, and I think very much we're looking potentially at a tiebreaker in this group, the way things are going right now. And this is a big recovery from MOUZ as well. They, on day one, just like heroic, looked pretty flat to me. So they've played themselves back into this, whereas Complexity are now on the opposite side of that.
MOUZ lost their first game to ENCE, I think, on day one, correct? I think ENCE just came in and looked phenomenal.
ENCE looked the best on day one.
Actually, that might have been Heat.
Yes, that was Heat they played on day one.
Take it all back.
Yeah. I was going to say, because that was the one that we thought Sunpius and Valda looked great, but it was also the right team for them to have their first game. Heat has also played themselves into this fairly well. They did lose today, but they still got a map off them, and off of who did they play?
Heroic.
Jeez, thank you, Heroic, because it was Astralis yesterday that they beat, and that's where my mind was going. But we've seen moments from everyone on both sides of the coin, is the point. We've seen some good and we've seen some bad from every team. No one's been perfect in this group.
Problem for Complexity is, again, my vibe around Complexity coming into this group is like, okay, this is the group where you probably kind of, if you're going to show something, if you're going to get out of a group, this is the one you'd want in Pro League. And starting out well, but losing your last 3 matches would be so brutal. Tomorrow's game is going to be so incredibly important. I think a win here for Complexity, if they could come back in this series and have a little reverse sweep, that puts them pretty firmly into a playoff look. Not guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, MOUZ 2-0'd Heroic. They're 0-2 against Astralis, 2-0 against ENCE. They go 2-0 here. They go 3-1 with 6-2 as a map score. They're in a pretty good spot as well.
Sure.
So, I mean, like we say, this group's wide open. We'll know more at the end of the day, but certainly tomorrow is going to matter for every single team. Dexter is going to get floppy. JDC takes down hallzerk Fang. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah, Dexter's got the kill onto him. It's just JT and Grim. They're going to rotate back through the temple, maybe say a prayer on the way as they do so. There's a scout down just in front of them. I'm not sure that's even going to give them much to work with. I do like that they've kind of closed the wall in the front part of the temple and totem, because it used to be a lot more open and way more to cover off when you were going for a bomb plant.
Yeah, way more difficult to take it as a T side, so that certainly helped out in its own way. 2-0 for MOUZ. Khalil is salvaged. Grim has that scout on his back as well, in a 5-7, I believe, so he can drop the scout over to hallzerk. But Frozen's going to take some things away at the end, at least the one weapon. And peeking for the last player, sees him, spots him, takes him down.
Grim was a little nervous, I think, there, because tagged by the scout, he got away as well when he rebolted that bolt rifle, and either way, he gets the shot with 10 HP remaining. It's MOUZ that now have a 2-0 lead. They've avoided the eco, so now they should have a chance to get a third as well based on that force. Dexter looking pretty sharp. I still maintain this, Jason, top 3 map for me, Ancient.
Okay. You really like Ancient?
Yeah.
Top 3. What flushes out your top 3?
Inferno.
Okay, sure. That makes sense.
Yep. Let me put some thought into that.
Okay.
I really have to. xertioN's gonna. What are the 7 maps again? No, I'm kidding. The problem is it's so situational. Like, I still like Mirage at times. And I know a lot of people think it's.
So your top 3 is about to morph into a top 5. What are your top 7 maps?
Well, I would start with Tuscan, and then I would probably hit you with Piranesi, Chateau.
Oh, this is old school.
Yeah, Airstrip.
Nice.
And Fire.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Fire was a
Fire was, yeah, the middle that you had to like boost past the, why?
I loved everything.
And why was there like a basketball court that made T's spawn a million miles away from anything that was relevant? It was the worst of the CPL maps for sure.
Just trying to ball out.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think so. For me, I think Inferno is the best. I don't love it early in series, but it's the best decider map. I would probably say my second. It's, again, so situational. I think Mirage is wicked in decider maps.
Okay.
But maybe I even put Ancient number 2 right now.
Okay.
I'll tell you my least favorite.
Yeah, I know which one that
is.
is.
Do you want to guess?
That's a Vertigo.
Yeah, 100%.
Still, you haven't gained any love for that map.
No, I have not.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do about that. Not going to see it here, I don't think. JT forced back. All quiet for Complexity's defense. Floppy looking in towards Cave. hallzerk is here at the B bomb site with his AWP. JT's going to be close up to ramp. It looks like hallzerk's going to flash for him. Peek down, nothing's there. JT even gave it the old extra second before taking the peek. And MOUZ just now starting to take map control, clearing out Jaguar. xertioN and JDC working in tandem in middle. They have hallzerk's op to contend with now, who's moved over to the red room.
Dexter's going to try to get through that smoke. Mac 10 in hand. hallzerk. Lit too many candles inside of the red room, and it's fully ablaze, but he still pops out to find xertioN. So he drops. First pick in the round, and now things get a little more desperate for MOUZ over toward the B site as they put more pressure on it. With smokes down as well, hallzerk, he's thinking about the boost. He looked at JT like, hey, bro, you want to get up on my head here? You want to put me up top? Can I try and get a shot? He still is. Oh, he's going to get... I thought it was a second hit as well. I was going to say, how is JDC not down? But he did clip him on the first one, put him to 56. Either way, there's no one on the flank, no one on the backside. They're able to fall off of this.
This could be a really tough retake. There's not really a whole lot of utility, no flashbangs. So this Mac 10 up close, if Dexter can do any damage, he's going to turn the corner. Oh, good dink. He spotted 3. Now he knows. Frozen tucks into a corner. Good crossfire with JDC is available as well. One crosses into the site. Big kill. It's up to his teammates now as torzsi pounces in. And JDC still has not yet been activated through the smoke. Grabs 2, and it's all over. All 3 for JDC.
Dude, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of JDC. I like his style. He has so much awareness in these situations. I've yet to see him really overstep when he's playing a pivotal position like that, where he's anchoring around. Even when he opens up, he's go back to the round overpass. Yeah, okay, T-sides weren't great. The Tech 9 round where he walks out and gets 2. Yeah. He is on it, man. He is sharp. I'm a fan of this guy.
Yeah, him and torzsi, like, it's easy to forget these guys are stone cold killers inside the server because they're so jovial outside. They have like that Saeed quality where it's like, you can't possibly be good.
Dude, JDC was walking down the wall.
Too many smiles.
Yeah, he was walking down the hall earlier this morning. I was going down early, just getting out, you know, we essentially have a gaming room in the practice room area. He's walking by, he's also, hey man, how's it going? Hope you're having a good morning. I was like, yo, okay, I'm just waking up, dude. Maybe less energy.
Yeah,
like,
not enough emotional distress to really come off as a star player, but he's really making a name for himself. 5-2 so far here on Ancient. They're gonna start backing off.
Yeah, I love it. I love seeing more and more talent come through this game. You know, we're 10-year history on CSGO alone, 20+ years in Counter-Strike, and we still have new people making names for themselves all the time. It's awesome.
23 years for the Counter-Strike.
You didn't have to date it, Jason. God, I was trying to just say 20+ for a reason. You've probably been there for all of them.
All 23, man. Over half my life. Been a wild ride.
Grim, good headshots, doubles up, couldn't quite get through the archway to avoid JDC, who flanked in behind him and wrapped around. So he gets the kill with the AK to bring it back to a 3-on-3. He's left on 16 as a result of that exchange, though. And Floppy and Fang, okay, they weren't sure where to go, I think was the problem on that. They wanted to wrap it around all the way, but they're now thinking better off of it and going back to middle. The problem is that's going to give time for a reverse play to also come back in from Frozen.
Don't miss, JDC. You got no HP for a miss. Frozen hears that footstep, swings out, and okay, JDC stepped up to the plate. Fang at least takes him down. They can salvage that AWP, but okay, hallzerk can salvage the AWP.
Yeah.
Frozen and Dexter focus on getting the bomb planted and winning the round.
That's what I was going to say.
For good reason.
There's not enough time. Yeah. Just get out of it. Forget the AWP. You just got to get that bomb down on B.
So is hallzerk going to go for it? No, you don't go for this.
53, yeah, 35-50.
Surely not.
He absolutely could justify this. If nothing else, keep their economy honest.
Oh, get out.
Okay, yeah, okay. Look,
no
I would have accepted.
No kit.
I would have accepted 1 kill and get out. I would have accepted take 1 down, or at least keep them near the bomb.
A free AWP. He's got too much good stuff going for him.
But I'm greedy.
Yes. True.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Okay, 5-0 for MOUZ. Looking eerily similar to Overpass with a nice hot start. Although at least this time it's on the T side where they struggled on the previous map. Looking good so far. Wonder if we'll get a timeout from Complexity to talk things over into this next gun round. Nice thing about saving this op too is now you've got some money built up on your opper as well. He doesn't have to invest in the weapon, so moving forward, if for some reason he does lose it, he can obviously drop weapons over to a teammate, but he can rebuy that op with ease. Okay, interesting. Double op setup for Complexity. Grim is going to pick the second one up. I don't know if I ever saw... I can't recall watching Grim op.
We saw him pick up the op twice in Overpass after his teammate had gone down. Both times near bathrooms, trying to salvage a round that was pretty ropey on the buy in general. But yeah, you're right. I've never seen him go for it early on. It's also interesting.
I never even saw it when I was in Liquid with him.
Here's a question for you, Mr. 23-year veteran.
Okay.
We don't get set spawns anymore in Counter-Strike, and we used to sometimes, you know, you get an Overpass spawn. Okay, you have the front one. I'm going to throw you the op. You go, whatever. Do you remember there was a time like every, what was it, 5 rounds or was it 3 rounds?
It was the cycle of spawns. We'll hold the thought because Grim's got his first one. Grim with the op. I want to see it. Decent flick, decent miss. Smoke's going to go down. He's going to move into a doom position. He knows there's going to be a jump up from JDC, and that's too much craziness for him to handle. hallzerk's going to go down next. Here's your boy JDC again. Automatically with 3 kills.
He's just on it.
Yeah.
Not missing at all. 10 kills in the server, but 6 over 2 rounds that have been absolutely massive for MOUZ, and Dex is going to come around and find JT inside of the donut.
Homeboy came to play today.
Absolutely. Fang's going to get torzsi back, but I think he's bailing out 20 HP. At the point, and you're right, we needed to get into the round there, but do you miss that set spawn? Because there was almost a meta to that as well. If you figured out who had what spawn, you could almost counter the timing of the other player, or you yourself were like, great, I've got a good spawn every 5 rounds. Hey, maybe this round we save because next round I'm going to have the op spawn. Or was it a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't miss it at all. But I think enough time has been passed to get used to it not being there. It was probably something early on where it was like, oh, this is kind of, I wish we had that feature, but now I just can't possibly care.
The closest equivalent that I can give you, because that was gone by the time I played a little bit of Counter-Strike, and the closest equivalent I can give you is like when it was CTF and COD. You would attack one side of the map only because, I know, I'm sorry. Look, PC COD was actually all right before it got totally ruined by everything else. But you would, if it was CTF, you'd push one side of the map to force the spawns to be further away from their flags so that they couldn't defend as easily. And they basically have to cut the middle of the map and reflank you. And it was like, if you could control spawns, it was huge. It was kind of, I guess, similar mentality to that. Once you figured out the spawns and who had what, you could figure out timings.
Yeah, there was a little like extra layer of the game in that sense for sure. 6-0 for MOUZ. What was it on the first map? How
6-0.
It was 6-0 as well before Complexity got their first round?
It went 6-1.
Okay, so we're right on track. Now, thankfully, hallzerk, because he picked up the op in the previous round, as I mentioned, he's able to rebuy an AWP, so they get a rinse and repeat, try it again. This time, Grim's going to be on the M4.
Yeah, 6-0, 6-1, and then 8-1. So they went, yeah.
MOUZ in the driver's seat here in this game. Nice little car reference for you.
Yeah, it was about as vague as it gets, but I'll give it to you.
JT pushing down the ramp. Ooh, is he gonna clear the far corner? The little cubby. Here's Dexter. First kill for him. Oh, a second kill. Great spin, and he's got to know there's at least one more. Head on a swivel. Frozen's gonna take that one, and oh, this aggression was absolutely backfired. And hallzerk's like, man, I just bought this nice, expensive, shiny new weapon, and I can't use it.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. Sorry, man. Shiny new toy. Take it home. Bring it back for the next show and tell. Don't get it dirty.
Oh, that's got to be the worst feeling in the world. You just do a 4-man crunch and you lose them all to 2 players.
I mean, this is the complete reverse of what we saw in the first man. What is Dexter like? Spider sense is tingling? Okay, all right. He's actually just pre-firing it. We jumped over in a way that made me think he was panicking, but hallzerk fires a shot. That's going to give away his position. They are pinching. He has spotted JDC, who smartly doesn't go back for more on the repeat because he knows that's just going to give himself up to an AWP, which is now dropped. And they will not pick it up. They don't want to double op T side. I don't know that this is the map for it. 7-0.
Yeah, Complexity getting spanked. Spanked. What a round from Dexter. This is great. Spin to find floppy, immediate headshot. Frozen gets into the action. Look at these Jason Bourne style camera shots. hallzerk goes down last. Eagles. A A P250 on hallzerk, a couple 5.7s as well. Just the fragging is really rough on the complexity side. If you look at it down the list, as you guys can see, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. 13 combined kills.
That's tough. 7 rounds in, you're averaging...
Frozen is tying the entire complexity team.
You're averaging less than 2 kills a round right now.
It's a good old-fashioned Shiza.
Scheisse. I hear the Germans out in the production room laughing at my German.
Butchering the swear words.
Yeah. Sorry.
torzsi now. Nice and calm. torzsi's 1-3.
Yeah. This isn't a criticism because he's not had to do anything, although he's looking for more this time.
He's just chilling. He did a lot of work on overpass, to be fair, so we'll let him relax a little bit longer.
His efficiency, but they were all easy shots, Jason, right? They're going to go straight up middle, no contest. JT's going to spot that now, though, and how's the reaction going to be from the CTs? Because they are in donut. Do they reverse flank this? I would consider it. The problem is if they do, they are wrapping back through the temple.
I don't think Fang and Grim realize quite yet that the A bomb site is pretty much lost. Frozen with a nice double spray down. Now Grim and Fang will have the idea. Dexter looks like he wants to go hunting. Why not? He's been playing good. You might as well go for this if you're complexity. You're buying next round no matter what.
Flash timings, oh man, JDC. The one thing I'll give him is he's being smart and efficient about his timing and getting away. It's all on to torzsi. He's a little more than 1-3 now. He's gonna have to be 3-3 at the end of this round if they want to win it. He smartly backs away from bomb, trying to look down that very, very tight corridor, using the gaps and the slivers, and he's tapped it with a smoke out. That's gonna force torzsi forward. Molotov does mean he has more confidence to fall off of it, and now he has control of the situation. He can hear him chasing, he can hear him running around, and he's just gonna bait out the time. And with no kid on JT, this one's done as well.
Yeah, what a smart play from torzsi as well. That's a tough situation as JT drops that smoke. I think he would have had to stick the bomb in that position if he actually wanted to win it in any way, but torzsi pulls him off of it. Enough pressure to make sure JT doesn't feel comfortable just sticking the defuse, and it's 8-0. And yeah, that's a look of a coach who hasn't had to do a whole lot.
I also said he would have to be 3-3 at the end of the round, Jason. Apparently not. You just have to survive.
I thought about that. I was going to bring it up, and I went against it.
I figured you thought about how wrong I can be. But the brains over the bronze rather than the final kill. He just stays alive and uses the time.
Now, Cyclone earlier today, before this match, just a few hours ago, did tweet out, complexity is the surprise of the group so far. He was impressed with what they've shown. He did also say, it won't be enough today. And he's proving that to be true, because complexity...
Yeah, this is not...
Getting smashed.
I feel for them, because this is going to be... You're not going to think about one loss. You're going to think about how you lost the whole group, the way that it started. You go 2-0 up, and now you're going to go down to a 2-2, or excuse me, 2-3 scoreline, if I'm not mistaken. 2-2, right, sorry. We're only 4 days in. But point is, yeah, you're letting us slip away. And when you look at the fact that you beat a strawless, MOUZ beat, you know, the opportunity was there.
I think complexity is starting to feel like real ragged on this map. Like they know they're just getting beaten up and brutalized everywhere they go. They're starting to get real peaky and aggressive and over-peaking and trying to make plays.
I mean, the last round
feeling the pressure.
Well, the last round was the closest they had, so that can net you a round or two just by being unorthodox. It's not going to be a long-term strategy by any means.
This is interesting for MOUZ. I mean, Dexter has the ability to rotate all the way back around to the A bomb site, but they've chosen to kind of play a little bit more lurky. And Dexter's going to go down with a bomb. Grim's found that with a USP. So that's an issue. xertioN on his horse, hustling over. Will he expect this position from Grim? I don't think he clears this.
No, I doubt it. Maybe because he's going. Okay, he might because he's going slow enough. He actually did. He thought about it, but yeah, down he goes. And finally, around for complexity in the one-on-one. Grim off angle manages to make it work.
That's weird. I wonder what the call was for Dexter to just kind of stay parked outside of those B double doors for the entire round, because his teammates had walked through A. They both walked through A. One went to CT spawn. The other one went from donut to middle. So they knew it was clear the whole way to A. I guess maybe he could have been worried for a push through middle. Either way, falls apart, but MOUZ still with a obviously commanding lead.
Money is fine for MOUZ. It's going to be tight again for complexity, so need to string 2 rounds together here if they want any chance of salvaging a half or giving them a chance in the second one. Grim's going to back off play. triple box A with Fang forward and Donut as JDC sets a smoke at the ready for the take. Bounce smoke, lands just past the boost and can get you to big box. So lets you swing the sight a little bit further. That would potentially expose the position of Grim. So here we go, all the way wide. Not quite to big box, now he will. He's gonna look toward Totem. That's the obvious next angle he has to cover off. Flashed up, he can push through this potentially. Try and cut off rotation, so he's in, he's gone. And xertioN's standing to watch above the site. Now JDC doesn't want to overextend because they've lost torzsi. That's the first pick. And Grim is in a very vulnerable position. If that smoke expires, JDC's only good for one. He did not want to extend too far. They still have xertioN on the boost, and he does not want to give up position even though the bomb is down in front of him. So Dexter's gonna have to backtrack, and when he does, he'll be spotted from CT lane because the smoke was not in position fast enough. And it's floppy to come out and collect the final 2 kills. Back-to-back complexity, 3 survive, and now money's starting to build.
Yeah, they needed that. They really did. They've got one more buy to burn through for MOUZ Sports, though. Excuse me, for MOUZ. 6 rounds back, complexity. That's a decent hold there. Now, MOUZ in the overpass in the first half avoided all of these situations. Their economy was kind of on a tightrope for a number of times, but they always managed to kind of win the round right before they got reset. We'll see if they can do it again here. From the T side, off in the hands of torzsi still. xertioN down to the Galil.
torzsi looking desperately through the remainder of a nade. Ooh! Wow, hallzerk.
That'll wake you up.
Yep, as soon as the smoke fades, he's able to hit that shot as Fang. It's Grim that actually hit that kill. I thought Fang got that through the smoke, but Grim found it instead.
Nice job from xertioN, and Grim's got to back away, but hallzerk's here with the... Oh, a missed shot, and then he swings into the open. hallzerk's lucky to be alive, and JDC, he's hungry for blood. Frozen's going to go down on the other side of the map. There's one, there's 2. Once again, when they need something, when someone's got to step up, it's been JDC time and time again.
He's gone now, though, and it's all down to xertioN. Bomb still waits for Donut, and floppy's wider than xertioN expected, so it's 3 in a round now for complexity. JDC has a set route on that site. He gets to the big box. He has his aim perfectly set for that hallway.
Yeah, he feels
I'm pretty sure he's one of those players that probably has it lined up with the box, so when he strafes out, his crosshair placement's already there.
He's a fun guy to talk to about Counter-Strike as well, if you ever get a chance. He's someone in Cologne that we got to talk to behind the scenes. Some really cool ideas and cool approach to the game, and obviously working well for him. Good double kill. But complexity have finally done it. They've rode out the worst of the wave. It's down to the doldrums in terms of money and weaponry for MOUZ. JT is going to get a swift headshot onto Dexter. Just deagles. And some armor.
Frozen sneaking his way forward with that deagle, so they have a very sudden opportunity, complexity, to make this a half. Ooh, okay, he's not. Oh!
Okay. Oh!
I did not bring enough underwear for this trip if that's the shots he's gonna hit.
Should have worn my brown pants. xertioN gonna fall back. torzsi's gonna start moving up. And as the defense adjusts to cover towards the A bomb site, you can see the entire shift on the minimap. The orange dots are moving towards the B bomb site. That's not ideal if you're complexity.
The Schnoz barriers, JT. Inside cave, lines up, gets 2, can't quite find the 3rd. xertioN's gonna get that as well, so following up from the deagle shot to get a double in the rounds. And he'll work his way, oh, I thought he was gonna work his way to the site. The problem is they put an incendiary behind that smoke, so he can't run through immediately. torzsi's trying to just do anything he can to hold them back. Just the speculative shots from the deagle. That allows the bomb plant, so that's all he had to do. xertioN now can fall away, and he's got a great position inside of the cave. He's got 3 already. Could be on for an ace. Grim's gonna sneak by. Tap it. They're gonna peek. torzsi's gonna go second. Oh, it should have been the other way around, potentially, because then the rifle could have done wonders. It's Grim's gonna find a 4th for complexity.
Nice. Needed. Very much needed. Complexity now getting into it. Now starting to get a little bit of momentum, a little bit of confidence beneath them. hallzerk's gonna be back on the AWP. Scary round, but as you said, complexity just barely able to hold on. This is a beautiful shot from xertioN. Fang didn't even see it coming, right around the palm trees. Yeah, that's not ideal.
Yeah, it was a sick shot. I thought he was preset on that. He was actually back further inside of the red room. Red room. Murder. And had to walk out and get his head taken off. Fang forwards. Oh no. Hey, guys, why is the box on fire?
That's a team Molotov, I believe, to prevent anyone from jumping up. Fang is going to come up late. No one from MOUZ took advantage of that timing to move on through. Deep smoke in the double doors. Dexter is going to readjust his position back to get the bomb. Complexity dumped a lot of utility early on in this round, so all that aggression is going to abate. They're going to back off. Fang is playing back in the red room. Grim is backed off all the way towards the 8 bomb site as well. Not even presence in Donut quite yet. And MOUZ have the advantage in terms of nades for the moment as they get a re-aggress and retake map control in middle.
Torzsi staring down the lane. JT might walk out into this. He'd be a little bit lower though. And the flash is gonna put him in position. I think he heard the steps. Yeah, he did. He said, forget it. There's too many there. Not worth it. Too linear. Get back to coverage while you can. Frozen, trying to get the tap shots toward Fang and JT. He's gonna pop out. They line up for him. The loud and proud M4 comes out and shows off its proficiency as Torzsi's blinded up. It should be a third for it. JT makes no mistake on that. xertioN with the late lurk in middle. Couldn't wrap to the site fast enough. We'll get a kill, but I don't know he's going to get much more than that.
Nope.
We suddenly had the winds change, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, the question is it too little too late? You know, for a map like Ancient, which has been pretty CT-sided historically, if Complexity even gets up to 7, is that going to be enough? Their T-side as well was very lackluster on overpass, and MOUZ have at least reversed their fortunes on the offensive side. Complexity still got to prove they can do it into the second half, but yeah, this is great. Complexity coming alive and making a contest out of this one at the very least is something you like to see, because remember, overpass could have been extremely close, could have been that could have been a completely different vibe, but there just wasn't enough runway for Complexity to work with. At least now they've given themselves some kind of pocket, some kind of breathing room to work with when we eventually do switch sides. Timeout from MOUZ. 5 straight for Complexity's defense, and they're on the back foot. Why there so many smiles in the mouse? Even the referee was smiling.
Yeah, I was kind of just admiring the looks. A little more focused on the Complexity side.
Not allowed to be happy.
No, happiness is not a fish that you can catch, Jason. So we go out of spawn with Mac 10s, Tech 9, Kidu Fitty, Galil, and then the starring AK of xertioN that they're going to need to hit some shots. Frozen is not going to go all the way through that smoke, but he's in between smoke and flame as he sits outside in the B lane.
Okay, we'll give it to him.
Yeah, why not, JT?
Uh-oh.
xertioN dead, couldn't find it. They get back behind the stairs. That lets Floppy come out, and JT's gonna strike on that. He and Floppy each with 2. Floppy will go 1 better to close the rounds, and it's now just 2 rounds between them. What a change we've had.
Yeah, this is quite the swing, quite the reversal of fortunes. 6 straight. Complexity looking to close this on a 7-0 run. And MOUZ, you're gonna be happy obviously with 8 on your T side. But I mean, it's going to feel very different than if like you kind of actually were contesting all the way through. It's still going to feel, even with 8, like you're like, oh man, we haven't won a round in so long. You know, it's been, if the Complexity closes this half 7-0, MOUZ would love to just get 1 round right at the end just to break up this run. Dexter running a fast route towards middle. Clears it out for his teammates, can call them to come through the smoke, and throwing caution to the wind. He's even going to clear all the way towards the donut angles.
Nice flash, Dexter.
Yeah, blinded xertioN as well, so he couldn't take control. Needed to be a little bit lower. Banging JT in middle. JT going to try and show some presence perhaps in bait and maybe allow Fang's position to be way more impactful. I don't think they'd expect a second player here if JT's able to show presence.
JT together, as you say. So Grim's going to be tasked with holding out the A long position. Floppy alone at B. hallzerk and JT. Now, JT's going to slide. He's going alone. The problem is they have no information that there's going to be two players directly beside him. He's going to get caught out by the Galil. They're still not going to have information that there's two there because they didn't see the second one.
Lot of rotation. Ooh, Grim getting caught, but he's actually pinned down torzsi on another part of the map. It's the bomb that's isolated. There goes Grim. Okay, huge kill for torzsi. Floppy finds one, but the A bomb site is wide open. And if you're MOUZ, you have to know it.
No, they pivoted 100%. As soon as they get that kill from a player pushing out that far, go back over. Now, that is the timing still working out that hallzerk is close enough. That's your teammate. I thought he was scared. I thought he was like literally just panicking at that point, was about to, but he gets damage dealt. He's down to 17. Remember, not an opening in Temple anymore. You've got to swing all the way around. It favors the hold as well as the take, so retakes become a lot more difficult. hallzerk does manage one more, but xertioN in a wide angle is going to catch off both. He finally get around.
Yeah, and we'll see. Complexity, they still have to answer the question, can they improve their offensive fortunes? We'll find out when we return from the break.
Hey Future Pros, during a game I was observing, I saw Astralis pull off a really sick run boost in mid. This run boost allowed Dupree to peek the B alley insanely fast. So fast in fact, he beat the T's ledge molly. An extra note, a fast mid molly or flash would help a lot as it's possible for T's to catch you out if they are fast enough. To pull off this run boost, you'll need 3 Future Pros, 1 flash, and just a little bit of movement skill. Future Pro number 1. You will be the lower part of the run boost. Run into mid, do a 180 and stand on the mid section of the steps. Time it right and start running backwards just as Future Pro 1 lands on your head. Then just do whatever. Future Pro number 2. You are the movement pro, so run into mid and jump onto Future Pro 1's head. Keep holding W and jump almost instantly. Now you can sprint across the ledge and get a really quick peek into the B alley. Future Pro number 3. You'll be throwing the supported flash, so try to get it right. To throw the flash, stand against this wall. Aim above this ornament on the right side. Then running throw your flash. If you all did everything right, you can get a really quick peek into the B alley and hopefully catch a T fully flashed.
Cause I'm the boss of all bosses. I penetrate your thoughts and fill them with doubt. You gon' feel where I'm coming and feel what I'm about. If they come in with the drama, I'm wheeling them out. Cause I ain't about to have somebody here stealing my clout. I keep my friends close, enemies closer. Cause that's the way it is and the way it's supposed to be. Anybody can see there's only room for one, and that one is me. Plenty tried, plenty failed. Too many times I seen plenty bail. And there will be no surprise what I'm about to do when you are looking through my eyes. See many go, see many come. See that they won't bring it to me, son. Try me if you want, but won't be any fun. I'll take the challenge, I'll beat anyone. I'm the one.
It was all MOUZ Sports to start things off. They went up 8-0 before giving away 6 rounds. I shouldn't say giving away, but losing. Complexity certainly earned their place back in this game, and then MOUZ got one before the half. But it is a very, very open situation. Complexity I've made a game of this, Jason.
Yeah, it's open still, but Complexity, I mean, starting out, that's a great recovery, but that's what it is. It's a recovery. It doesn't put them in any kind of a great position, so they still got a long way go to come back in this one. And again, as we mentioned a couple of times, T-side on overpass was horrible. This needs to be so much better. All 5 players lined up outside of B. Double dualies on xertioN.
Double dualies.
He's in cave.
Is that 4 guns?
That is 4 guns. 1 for most of them.
See if they work. Dexter, E250, gonna get the reload in while he can. xertioN's hiding. He's not gonna get a single thing. Both guns missed equally, Jason. Floppy falls off of it. Dexter smoked, and this is gonna be a bomb plant immediately for Complexity. So great start. T-side won the pistol in the first half. I'll try and do the same as frozen is gonna come around from the ledge and flank it out, but Floppy's ready for this. Now there's gonna be a rotation. It doesn't even matter if he's ready or not.
Yeah, now Grim's up.
Beretta's going boom.
Grim's actually boxed in the corner. Frozen needs this kill. He needs it quick, but Grim's going to get it. JT and Fang combined towards the bomb site on the retake itself, and it's all done, all over. Pissed around 2, Complexity.
Wow.
It's now an 8-1 run. Or 7-1, I should say, because they don't have 8 yet.
They've gone through the Blue Lagoon and coming down the south side of the island, Jason. They're into the headwind now.
Ooh, good.
Trying to finish this one here.
Way to bring that multi-call partnership into play.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm doing here. They didn't bring me in for the Counter-Strike. They brought me in for the plugs.
The plugs. Multi-plugs. Got to sit by the pool.
Oh,
Get some sun today.
great. Look, I know. Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
Tomorrow maybe beach day.
I think bike over, rent some paddle boards,
Okay.
cruise around, maybe hit one of the bigger beaches up.
Sure.
JDC is going to be boosted up, and they were not ready for that. Utility in hand. He's even going to double it up. Poor old Fang
That's way too easy.
gets removed. Yeah, well, the problem is that this is the eco round that so often teams struggle with. And bomb down, torzsi's got eyes on it. It's not like it's totally protected. Let's be real. That's very recoverable. But still, they've got great information.
Man advantage, though, for MOUZ as well. Floppy's a bit of an X factor, pushing up in towards middle. JT and hallzerk going to come and follow up his position. Dexter watching mid. xertioN over towards the B bomb site. Frozen and torzsi going to hold on to A. hallzerk and JT making their move. Floppy and Donut looking to cut off anyone making an information move.
A floppy donut.
Not your favorite kind of donut.
To be fair, I just want to see Grim make a sick play in donut, because if anyone in chat knows what the Grim donut is, they're going to love it just like me.
Car thing?
No, bike thing. It's like I'll explain it later. Yeah, it's got to be, right? My simple mind only has so many bits in it. hallzerk's got the shot back on xertioN, and he's not done there. He'll go back out right side pillar, open up the site, and take down Frozen for a triple. Floppy finds torzsi. And just like that, it's 9-8. Basically, it was a meme they created. They went to mold makers in Asia, which a lot of bike companies, when they're starting up, do. And they basically said, right, if we look at the trends, everything's just gotten more slacker and longer, so we're just going to double that. And they made the most long, slack, ridiculously stupid bike ever, and it's a big meme across the bike culture.
Okay.
Pretty sick, actually, if you look it up.
Cool. The Grim Donut.
Yeah, they just named it the most trendy thing as they could.
Yeah, okay. Fun fact for you. Fun fact of the day. Ooh, peace out, JT. JDC gets that with the USP. Oh, a deagle now. That could have been dangerous. If he hits one headshot on that one, he can follow up with another. Now the USPs, though, out of their element. hallzerk with a double kill in the back halls, and Grim's going to add another one on top. We've got a tie game, baby.
Bomb has been planted.
Bang, easy shot. JDC goes down. You're absolutely right. Did not think we would have a tie when it was 8-0. Respective 9-1 runs.
Tie ball game. There's the smile. Look at that mullet. It's so glorious.
It's not bad. Things look a little more relaxed on Complexity now. The smile's probably gone from the MOUZ Sports side.
For the moment, guns are out. Here we go. Frozen pushing down mid. A lot of utility spent from the CT side. torzsi's going to rotate with the op over towards the A bomb site.
Bounce nade. Too many bounces, I think. JT heard that one coming too easily, backed away. 50 HP would have done significant further damage to him in that situation. Shots through the box from xertioN. He's just looking to do any damage at all. Both Grim and JT have received some from him.
Yeah, they've done a decent job with chip damage. JT at 50, Grim at 60, Fang even at 84. Not the biggest deal in the world, but not too bad to soften a few players up before the execute comes in. Timing flash yields nothing for xertioN. 3 players at the B bomb site for the moment. The bomb is still dropped deep in behind Fang on T-side mid. Making their move. Oh, Frozen. Frozen's in a good position. Narrow angle. He's got a teammate with him. Gonna smoke him off for some reason and gonna disappear behind it as well. Now, hallzerk is coming in the A bomb site to wrap behind him. Are they aware of the possibility? He's not exposed to hallzerk, but he will be soon.
hallzerk immediately swinging both directions. Knows that he even had his teammates on the other side of the smoke that could capitalize if he went down. And through the smoke they go. Complexity has the lead. I know if you've just tuned in, that may not seem surprising based on the dominance, but man, oh man, this was 8-0 for MOUZ.
Yeah, this has been a crazy little run from Complexity. Now 10-1. Going back to the first half. hallzerk just beast modes this. I can't believe he spins back to get the third as well. Dexter had no chance.
Oh, the super sweet hallzerk coming up with another spectacular play.
Keep doing that. People aren't gonna know.
No, I know. I mean, all right, I'll be, you know.
I like it though.
The ferocious feroci, okay? I'll give him the correct name.
Okay.
That would actually be a sick nickname if someone from the Faroe Islands are ever a pro. The ferocious feroci. That would be epic.
Wonder what kind of a Counter-Strike scene the Faroe Islands have. If you are a Counter-Strike player from the Faroe Islands,
I'm gonna guess it's 100% relied on like Elon Musk and Starlink.
Starlink.
You know?
Not sure if that's super widespread play yet.
It's getting there.
Getting there.
Yep. Well, we go back to action. JT mid already, out past the elbow. He'll hold the corner. No Molotovs or anything really thrown that way because there isn't any on the CT side. What there was already thrown toward the B ramp. Dexter tucks his way into the corner behind the stairs with the 5-7.
Him and hallzerk see each other. Call a little stalemate. Looks like xertioN just wants to come in without the flashbang and go for the shot. Ooh, hallzerk didn't move the mouse, but xertioN almost just ducked into the shot. Team damage?
Didn't catch if it was or not. I was trying to watch the minimap and see exactly what Frozen's up to because he's rotating back out of A. They've pretty much gone all in on trying to get these pistols back over toward the B site.
There is that one flashbang on Dexter as well. He's not really in a position to deploy it anywhere super useful. And he goes down without tossing it out into the world, without seeing what it was gonna get. torzsi's the next one. They know he's at the default plant boxes. He's got nowhere to go, pinched from 2 different directions. It's gonna be an 11th round for Complexity, who cannot be stopped.
No, they can't. This is crazy. And again, just massively one-sided halves. Although this started, to be fair, on the defense for Complexity. It's now gonna look like an 11th round on an 11-1 run against MOUZ Sports. And yeah, the reason I say these sort of streaky, momentous sort of situations, you go back to Overpass, it was the same thing. Nothing going on the T sides. Both teams had good CT sides. And Complexity dropped that. They suddenly have found a way back in. You said that they were almost getting a little more candid in the situation because they were almost out of it, and then somehow they clawed their way back in.
A couple rounds where it seemed like they were kind of getting out of their element and everyone was trying to kind of make a play to get them going, and eventually, I mean, once you get a couple wins under your belt, that kind of settled down, and they got back into just the fundamental stuff. hallzerk quickly at A ramp and quickly rips off the head of Dexter.
That was pretty concise.
B ramp.
Yeah, I still do that occasionally too, right? Because traditionally it's, yeah. torzsi gonna wrap around xertioN inside of the cave this time. Also another position that's been slightly changed. They shortened off this Jaguar, so there's no sort of exhibit or monument.
I like it.
Yeah.
You brought us to a zoo all of a sudden.
Well, there was like a little roped off section there, you know? They can't go as deep anymore in that cubby, which is why xertioN can't hide from JT. And in they go.
This is great. I mean, remember on Overpass, the CT side of MOUZ, like what they were doing to punish with Complexity was getting aggressive and getting in their face and actually just disrupting everything Complexity wanted to do, but here they're not able to pull it off quite in the same way. Complexity's winning everything. Floppy moving up into cave. All three defenders are here. Complexity don't know that just yet. But they are moving into A. Now they're going to have the information because it's going to be clear. Looking towards Donut, seeing absolutely nothing. Grim's going to go clear it out. JT falls, but it doesn't matter.
You see another kill, 3-on-3. Are they actually okay? They've got a kit in play right now with JDC. If they can get a pick fast enough, maybe. But that's a tough order because look at hallzerk's positioning right now. torzsi's going to be trying to go against it with the up. No, okay. I think they're too far gone. Okay, yep. Just make us nervous, man.
They just threw you for a loop there. You were about to build up into it.
Well, I was, and then I was like, this is probably not a good idea. And then I'm like, okay, they're backing off. No, wait, they're not. Oh, God, Jason, help me.
Well, they did back off. 12-9, 3-round lead for Complexity. I don't even know what to say about how crazy this reversal is. Look at the money on Complexity as well. Like, MOUZ does not have anything easy coming their way anytime soon. 3 players sitting right around like 11 to 13,000 on the Complexity side before they buy up into round 22.
TC, pretty happy with it. Gives Grim a little fist bump.
I want to see the ref. Is the ref still smiling?
I don't know, man. Not sure.
Everyone is smiling on that MOUZ Sports side. Everyone's so happy.
Yeah, well, yeah. Who's laughing now?
There were some good vibes going on.
Not sure I can say the same anymore as Frozen fires into the smoke. Hang on, torzsi gets hallzerk, so opening pick to MOUZ. Deep inside of the A tunnels, and knowing that that's the op, he's gonna try and watch that position, but Grim's got it. So Grim's been going for that secondary. Ooh, if he had held the line a little longer, they may have been able to get JT. This is a crafty little boost, though, to get that off angle.
Doesn't net them anything. torzsi's actually gonna rotate away with the op as well. JT and Grim are here. Fang is backing them up, just making sure there's no mid pushes. This feels like they want to hit this bomb site and leave Floppy in a lurk position over towards B. It's going to be a tough defense to break through. JDC at the default boxes, spamming into the smoke. He got frozen over in the entrance to Donut as well.
Grim just really wants one shot, one headshot over those boxes. Not going to get it. JDC. Patience. Oh, okay. His teammate threw the smoke. I thought he put the smoke away, not realizing the Molotov was coming and was going to get caught in transition and weapon. And, you know, keybinds, all that stuff, but he got a call from his teammate that he had him covered off. JDC, inside Donut.
MOUZ is going to be so confused about what this hit is exactly. Like, there's been so much presence, but like it took so long for Complexity to actually pull the trigger and attack it. It's working wonderfully until Frozen steps up. Double kill for him. Fang still holds onto the site.
And I almost think that was intended to be a body block on the shot toward the planter, but it didn't work out. As you see, Frozen got both. Oh, they're going to catch him. That's a huge shot from torzsi. They tried to run it over to B. 15 seconds. They would have had to go immediately. Floppy still has bomb. He could still make this. 11 seconds, boom. He's in the site. That blue line, yeah, plant that sucker behind the pillar. He knows that he's going to be chased. And torzsi is now going to be painfully aware of the situation. And Floppy's going to try him. Does he go all the way? I think you just sit in this lane. Don't move. Yeah, exactly this. Because now he either has to go all the way around, clear every single angle and run into you, or you go directly to the site and he has the reverse angle on him. I think Floppy has put himself in a perfect position knowing the situation. He does go aggressive, though. He didn't need to. torzsi's got the kill. And now MOUZ Sports find 10.
Yeah, Floppy looking for the timing there. torzsi just looking in that proper direction right before Floppy peaks, but Floppy wanted to know if he was going to be coming from a different angle than Floppy was aware of. What an important round for MOUZ to win. Finally stops the momentum. Finally slowing down Complexity. This was the all-important shot. If they both get away, I don't even know if it's possible to win that round. torzsi's been quiet in this game, but that one-on-one clutch, you can see it in Frozen's face and everyone's face. Everyone's fist bumps.
JDC, the others were all actual full-on emotional fist bumps. JDC just looked like relief.
Yeah, so thank God.
Oh, yeah, please.
And it's been a minute since I felt this feeling. Still a 2-round lead for Complexity. Good spam. Way more than chip damage on a Grim in this round. He's down to 3 HP. Deep Molotov behind the smoke. I don't think it made it. it's extinguished immediately. JT's got to know exertion in the corner, but no, he doesn't. Grim doesn't have the HP, but it doesn't matter if you hit him straight in the forehead.
Yeah, that's certainly one way to get it done. torzsi's going to get a little more forward in the site, using that pillar to try and get an angle toward the B ramp. JDC, way down at A long. Doesn't go any further than that. But flank rotation possible for him. Slow things down at 55 seconds. And Grim on 3 HP is going to back off with floppy. A single nade, anything really, would take him down so quickly.
I wonder, I mean, again, with how much we've seen Grim happy to take the AWP, I wonder if they're going to swap weapons here and let Grim just chuck out some utility and use the AWP and support.
There's no damage-dealing utility on the CT side is the problem. You have a lot of defensive utility and smokes and flashes, but nothing else. torzsi's missed the first shot. He's flashed off. He'll switch with Dexter. Goes out. Grim's the one he found, unfortunately, because that was the 3 HP player. He could have put more of his efforts toward a high HP and caught him with a stray, potentially, but it's not going to go that way. torzsi, still inside that cave, has to concede the bomb plant.
And Fang's going for a long, long flank. This could be perfectly timed with these smokes that have been deployed, but they're just about to fade, and now Fang, ooh, he picks up the pace.
He's going now. He got a call from his teammate as well, because just before that smoke plumed, he was already looking down the lane. He saw one of the stairs. Fang's out. Easy shot on torzsi. Now they know they're in trouble. JDC's going to hold this? No way! hallzerk tries to go against it. Fang's held off too, and they're too far away. Diffuse comes through. That is a brave, ballsy move to get that one done.
Also, maybe perhaps a mismanaged post plan. Too many players not in a position to stop anything. The only one who is going to stop that defuse is, what, the AWP coming through a smoke? That was never going to work. hallzerk was the only one in a position. Fang on the wrong side and floppy going for a spam, and that's just too much up to chance.
Wow.
Frustration for Complexity. Now, thankfully, just a couple of rounds ago, I mentioned the amount of money that Complexity had in the bank. Multiple players at 12 to 13K. There's still plenty of cash flow in the hands of Complexity, especially with 2 plants coming in these last 2 round losses. Solid buy here in this one, and I mean 6,000 in the bank on floppy, 5,000 in the bank on Fang, 3,000 on Grim and hallzerk as well. They got cash for days. Both these halves marked by a strong opening streak from the T side, and then the CT side kind of snapping awake.
Yeah.
We'll see how long MOUZ can keep it up for.
Deep incendiary by the CTs. JT's already passed that, so he'll hold station, but this is going to allow them to push. Good counter Molotov. A lot of utility used early. Flash. Oh, Dexter's lost. Dexter's lost. He gets back, but they know he was close. Dexter again blinded. Good trade. xertioN had to hit that trade. They were very committed to that push. They went for it a second time. torzsi didn't hit that one, Jason. They're not all easy.
I can't believe how aggressive he's being just right after that. Just right after the peek and the shot and the miss. He just goes right back for the peek. Moving up as well. Grim's looking for it. Grim's waiting for it and over the top of the box. I don't think torzsi realized. Grim takes a vertical angle and takes his head clean off before he even knows the angle is possible. 4 on 2. And in this kind of a scenario, at this point in the game, it's a must-win round for Complexity.
Bang inside of A, clearing. I don't think he saw it. He's making a lot of noise. I don't think he saw that JDC's already here, and JDC waits patiently to catch that kill.
They're coming towards A. This is where both defenders are. Frozen's gonna be here quickly too. JDC, oh, he can stop everything, just gets the one. But Frozen's been great so far in this series.
Put JT down to 21 HP though, so very good chance. Oh, absolutely a chance. Frozen can go for this kill, and he's got both following up on the damage, and he's done the job to make it 12-12.
Oh no, MOUZ was just gambling over towards A and just saying, we'll save if they don't come here. Complexity did exactly what they wanted. They danced to MOUZ's tune. And they're going to call a timeout, MOUZ, and talk things over. What a recovery this is. Wow. Excuse me, Complexity calls for the timeout. You get all 3 kills at this side of the map. All 3, and Fang is the one who's supposed to establish some safety at this bomb site for you. But he goes down, and Complexity still commits behind it. Looked like hallzerk there thought his teammate was going to have the kill. Went from celebration to disappointment real quick.
Oh, man, I would say. So 12-12, like we said, and for torzsi, op for hallzerk. 21 kills for JDC. 24 for Frozen. torzsi and Dexter are only at 7 and 9. They're lagging behind considerably. And torzsi, the reason I bring that up, we just mentioned he has the op this round. I mean, you look at hallzerk, 19. He really needs to start getting some kills on there for MOUZ. The first half, we said he didn't need to do much. Okay, that's fine, but when things are getting tight like this, yeah, you probably want to get some contribution with that gun, especially considering he did win the battle this time, or last time, I should say, against hallzerk at B.
Oh, what a timing for that smoke. What a timing for it. hallzerk was feeling frisky. He wanted to play.
This is the one awkward spot I found in the map, is just getting toward that B ramp and not having a lot of map controller information yet. You feel kind of stuck. They're going to bring the team back that direction and give it a bit more support, a bit more force to try and penetrate through to the B site if they go.
Complexity have been buying through the losing bonus building up. If they want to continue fighting in the next round, they need a plant here. They're out of money. Perfectly timed smoke from MOUZ at the entrance or exit to cave. And Complexity might have to go through it, and indeed they will.
Dexter. Oh, I don't think he was ready for them to come that quickly through. Cave, certainly he was. Turns it back. He torzsi, xertioN, they all find kills, but Grim sets up for 2. Oh my god, hallzerk, thank you. Thank you very much, because that Molotov would have had him killed, but he gets the bomb instead. He goes back for the plant, and hallzerk's going to go even further to keep his teammate alive. JDC's going to bring it down to a one-on-one. hallzerk, man, this AWP, it's menacing, and JDC knows it's there. He's trying to bait it out, pre-fires even. Into the angle, but hallzerk beats him back to
the support op at the ramp, just covering everybody, saves Grim's life initially and picks off everyone as they try and make it into the defuse. This is a scrappy round. Trying to flash themselves through a pathway of smoke. Dexter and xertioN are the ones to come out on the top end of that exchange, but hallzerk's op is just on point. He even toys with JDC here. He even reads everything. Sees just a little bit of presence from JDC, knows where he's going next, and takes the aggressive peek. Good win from hallzerk, 3 kills at the end of the day, and keeps Complexity in the lead, 13-12. It's MOUZ who run out of funds first. Pistols and a stack towards the A bomb site. They're going to start pushing too, so Fang's blind, and he's going to call that out. If he sees any numbers, I think they're just going to pick up the hustle and get into B. But for the moment, they're waiting for Fang's call.
Is there vision? I think Fang needs to, yeah, okay, he's going to step up now that JT's got them in a pincer, and Fang's absolutely got them. I thought you actually could see the backside of that sort of banana split. Can we call it that? It's kind of got a split around that pillar.
Yeah.
There's already a donut on the map, so
we can call it that.
We'll call it the banana split.
This is a dessert map, I guess.
Yeah, I'm so down with that. You want to get some dessert after this?
Nah.
Why not?
Nah.
All right, work on your figure. It's fine. We're at a beach play. I get it.
You don't get this kind of a body by eating desserts, Matt.
Yeah, you got to look, good because you're not in a relationship or anything. And press and all that. hallzerk up toward the stairs, blinded up, down he goes. Dexter with the kill, so Complexity have a 2-round lead, but a 1-man deficit to start this one off. MOUZ not going to go easy if they go at all. Dexter inside the site looking for an alternate angle, even going for the cubby spam.
Floppy gonna lead the way. Just a dry challenge against Dexter, no utility. Dexter wasn't ready for it. Floppy's found entrance into the bomb site, very low. Good trade from JT though. They go forward and challenge. Grim's gonna plant the bomb. JT's got safety in cave. Now, they lost a round like this before, remember, when players were out of position to defend against the defuse. However, there's no kid on the MOUZ side.
Inferno, the third map, if needed, and this round might determine it right now because Fang is on the lurk again, trying to go for that flank. Grim playing the box. He's going to hold this with a doubled position. JT will play off this. So if Grim goes down, which he's not yet, absolutely not yet, he would easily be traded off, and it's 15-12. Fang found the last.
Yeah, really well done from Complexity there. That's huge. That's a massive victory. You can see what it means. hallzerk is shouting his little head off. 3 chances to close out the map. And this first one would be the easiest, because MOUZ's money is not pretty. FAMAS picked up on Frozen. MP9 on xertioN. Actually, I mean, 3 FAMAS, a Deagle, and an MP9. Let's see what MOUZ can do. Let's see what they can come up with. Complexity have just sustained enough at the end of the day. What a phenomenal offensive half of Ancient this has been.
hallzerk. For more as well.
23 kills on hallzerk. 24 on JT with that frag. 24 on hallzerk.
The Holland hauler as he gets through the flash that time and spots down toward lane. He's not done there. He's going to go back out for another one. Still looking and waiting, and it's so close to the end. MOUZ went 8-0 up. I have to remind you, they've only got 4 rounds in the time. The Complexity found 15.
Yeah, 15-4 run. You're exactly right. MOUZ making the best call you can at the moment. Frozen just watching mid. torzsi and JDC with FAMAS, both at the B bomb site, where all the presence has been shown from Complexity. They don't care about the A bomb site. Frozen, I think, is even, you might as well at this point just gamble over towards this side of the map. torzsi and JDC sprayed on 2. Good rebuttal from floppy. An amazing rebuttal from floppy. And it's a 1v3. Complexity, this is going to be the best chance likely that they have to close out the map. A 3v1.
And Frozen's going to go back through middle. Doesn't want a chance even trying to come in from the predictable back lanes of the B bomb site. Smoke's still gonna go down. Take no chances right now if you are Complexity. And the timing might work out for Frozen to get himself into position. Okay, I take that back. Floppy's already turned back around, looking through the cave. He's got the shot, and Floppy will put Complexity level in this series, 16-12. What a turnaround by Complexity, who looked like they were down and out.
As you mentioned, 16-4 run to close it out for Complexity. They were down 0-8 at one point, but they just didn't care. At this stage of the group stage, you fight for everything, and Complexity fight for Inferno. They're gonna take us there. That's coming after the break.